Eric has always said, I'm not going to get married. And he said it steadfastly. This was through college and beyond. And Eric is a man of his word. So I believed him, and his friends believed him. And well, someone as great as Kammy came into his life, and that quickly changed. I don't know the exact moment where he was overtaken, but I know it wasn't too long after they started spending time together. I have known Eric a long time, and I can see in his eyes when something excites him. He's been exposed to a lot, he's seen a lot, and he gets excitement when he sees things like Point Sal, trips to Mexico, a big plate of fish tacos, bar fights. Although he's never been in a bar fight that I've seen. He's a gentle teddy bear in a big suit. But all of those things, nothing's put excitement in his eyes like that. She trumps all of those things by far. Kammy has touched many lives that were introduced to her from the Eric clan. There are many, many examples of this, but I'm going to talk about one of them. Paul was hosting a party. Bless you. This is Paul here. He was hosting a New Year's Eve party, and it was a party that it wasn't the actual New Year's party, but it was a daytime party the day before, day after, maybe a couple days before. A bunch of adults standing around, talking, drinking, that kind of thing. And this was 11 years ago. So we didn't have a lot of kids around because a lot of the friends in this group didn't have any kids. But so there wasn't a lot of toys, no kids running around, that kind of thing. But Haley, Scott's oldest daughter, who's here today, was there. And of course, it's not the most exciting thing in the world for a 4-year-old to be running around and there's just all these adults standing around talking. And so Kammy took it upon herself to take Haley out on an adventure. So she took her out, had her walk around Union Street in San Francisco, took her to get a treat, took her to the toy store, and so needless to say, Haley came back a very happy girl, and obviously that made us very happy as well. So flash forward 11 years, this past summer we were here in San Luis Obispo downtown. Similar experience, except we were at one of the establishments downtown, sitting down, having a drink, chatting, midday, and this time all 3 of Swenson's kids who are here, all here today, they were there with us. And obviously, similar type experience, a bunch of adults sitting around, having a drink and chatting, not the most exciting environment. Again, Kammy took it upon herself to take the kids out on an adventure. So she took them out, walked downtown San Luis Obispo, various shops, brought them back after quite some time, all 3 of them with a big bag of candy, and they were very happy, and obviously that made us very happy as well. And again, that's just testament to what she's brought to our lives. And again, there could go on and on all day, but we have a ceremony to get to here. Well before any of these events that I just discussed happened, it was obvious that Eric and Kammy belonged together. It was never in doubt. From the very first time, it was, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And from that, she's become a full part of our extended family. She comes and knocks on the door at any of our houses. It's, what do you need? She can ask for anything, and it's not, you don't ask why. Just provide it. It's become a very important part of all of us. To symbolize the fact that Kammy and Eric were going to get married, about 5 years ago, Eric bought a wedding ring. And he wore the wedding ring all the time to all kinds of different things. Hiking, going on the beach, He wore it to San Francisco, out to bars, down to LA. No bar fights though, I didn't get any bar fights. And that ring has experienced a lot of things that would make a lot of us jealous. And guess what happened on Monday? He lost the ring. After 5 years, this Monday. No joke. The one that was going to be part of this ceremony. And the thing is, he lost it in this area, right here. And it has nowhere to be found. So if you see it, please pick it up. And some people would look at that, losing the ring on the Monday week of your wedding, as a sign. And they would be right. It's a sign that they should be married here in this location this week. Oh. But if you do find it, okay. So now we are going to do a ritual that's a take on a hand fasting. And the first part of the ritual is to take something that's very important to the groom and use that to bind the hands together of the bride and groom. So Eric has a shirt, or should I say he had a shirt, and we call it the bull shirt. And it was his favorite shirt. And many years ago, as a practical joke, one of his friends snatched it from him, and since that time he's never been able to get that shirt back. And there's lots of evidence that the shirt still exists. It's shown up in pictures, pictures that include ski areas, bars, places all around the world, and Eric has never been able to get his hands on it. In fact, it's actually been right under his nose at times. There was one time where he saw it driving away from him with someone wearing it in a car. That person, he had just had lunch with them, and they had put it on, and no. So he's been looking for that shirt, and he's been longing to get that shirt back just so he could wear it one more time. Well, as something to bind them with, I modified the shirt slightly so that it could be used. Actually, I'm joking. This is not his shirt. It would kill him if he did that. Okay. Okay. Eric and Kammy, today you are surrounded by your friends and family, all of whom are gathered to witness your marriage and share in the joy of this occasion. Let this be a statement of what you mean to each other and the commitment of marriage you will make. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time exactly the same way from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even impossible to pretend to. And yet, this is exactly what most of us desire. We often question the ebb and flow of life, of love, and of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist the terror of the ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, and when the only continuity possible in life, as in love, is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are here and now, within their limits. Islands surrounded and interrupted by the sea, and continually visited and abandoned by the tides of life. Eric and Kammy are participating in an ancient Celtic ritual of hand fasting in their wedding ceremony today. Hand fasting is a declaration of intent where the couple clearly states that they are marrying on their own free will. Kammy and Eric, now know before you go further that since your lives have crossed in this life, you have formed eternal bonds. As you seek to enter this state of matrimony, you should strive to make real ideals that give meaning to the ceremony and to the sanctity of marriage. With full awareness, know that within this circle, you are declaring your intent before your friends and family as witnesses. Do you seek to enter this ceremony?
Yes.
So what I am going to use the red cloth.